moving forward here, I'm going to just kind of talk a little bit about the calibration of the plant, because an asphalt plant inspector should know about the calibration system. And it's a good idea for the inspectors to, at the pre-job or sometime, to let the contractor know that they want to be out there when they're doing this stuff, because it just gives them more assurance then when the plant starts that things are in good shape. There's a lot of things to do on these projects before the job actually starts. So in the case of the asphalt, it's very important that the supply system, the whole plant itself, is delivering the right amount of material to everything. And so as far as the asphalt is concerned, the way they calibrate it is they've got, once again, we've got the tanks now, they're, the hot gallons. So the pump is going to pump all this out, and it's going to meter it. And the computer is actually going to reduce all that down to what we need, like we just did in that example problem. It actually takes these hot gallons and turns them into it reduces it down to the 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it takes it times the weight, the specific gravity, and gives you the tons in here. So these numbers here are the bottom one here is the tons per hour or whatever it was. And so in the same process, though, at the same time, what they do is they just take a tared truck, for instance, and they run the oil into the tared truck, and then they go weigh it. And then if they're within, say, 1% or whatever the tolerance is, then that's good. I mean, whatever was metered and shows up on the computer, whatever was weighed physically, should be very close. If that's the case, then things are good that way. They do the same thing for aggregate. And once again, before this conveyor, here's your charging conveyor going up to the drum mixer, and they have the weigh bridge on it. It weighs it, sends it to the computer, tells you the rate that it's working. So then also they can physically do this again with, say, a truck box full, and go and weigh this, and it should be very, very close to what's actually metered on the computer here. So that's how they do that. And then when you put it all together, this is where the computer really comes in, because everything has to talk to everything. For instance, the aggregate, the computer senses how much aggregate is being brought up, and it also allows for moisture. And so then it talks to the pump, and the pump starts to deliver what they need. Now, the meter is going to be checking this all the time and getting information back to the computer. Sometimes the temperature might change in the material. And if that's the case, then that means that, say, if the hotter this is, the less weight is going through of it, because it's expanding. So they have to do some adjustments, one way or the other. It all has to talk to each other. It's amazing, these new plants, how accurate it is once they get this whole thing calibrated. And the main reason they're calibrating this whole system here is because if you want 100 pounds of mix going out of this drum up into the truck, you want exactly 94 pounds of dry aggregate and 6 tons of binder. And so we don't want it to change anything. At the end of the day, that's what we want in there. We have a little bit of tolerance that we'll allow, but that's it. It's to their benefit that the plant is calibrated. And so this is the last segment, basically, as far as the plant is concerned, once everything is made, this is coming out of the drum, it goes up the conveyor, and it's ready to be. This will hold quite a few truckloads, and then the trucks just go under and take it to the plant or to the site.